I hope you are doing good wherever you are, and welcome back to Sophia Live. So, Edwin Sifuna is warning Ruto that he should not think of kukatalia kiti in the event that Kenyans vote him out in the 2027 elections. Sifuna is telling Ruto that this is not 1980s, this is not 207. We all know what happened in this country in 2007. So Sifuna is warning him that he should be ready to go home. If Kenyans vote him out, he should be ready to go home.
This is not 1980. This is not 1980. Ukianguka kura, unaanguka tu kura unaenda nyumbani. Hakuna mahali utakatalia. Unakatalia wapi? This is not 2007, my friend. This is not 2007 where somebody can actually lose elections and impose themselves on the people. Ukianguka kura nyumbani. So mtu asitutisha hapa ati you will go and reinvent the 24-year presidency. There's nothing like that. The thing that guarantees re-election, as I have said, is you deliver on your promises, make the lives of Kenyans better. You will not have to fight with anybody. They will put you back in office. But for as long as you continue with the way in which you are continuing, talking to people the way you want, insulting the public, threatening the public, a public that is very well informed on its rights.
Well, the message is so clear. The message is so clear. And indeed, this is the same language Kenyans are talking right now. It cannot be that you are elected in whatever position you are elected, and then Kenyans believe in you, Kenyans expect you to do something for them. You end up stealing and looting everything. Then you expect that you are going to use some government machineries and everything to remain in power. Nah. These things should never happen in our country again. This is something that should never happen in our country again. Any elected leader who is now occupying any position, the 2027 is just 17 months away. Kenyans are going to the election, and Kenyans are going to speak their voices. Kenyans are going to make their decision. And in case you are voted out, you accept the results and go home. Perhaps you might try another time. You can try it again in the future elections. But we are not going to lose our country because of politicians. Nah. The 207, it was a very traumatizing moment. It still is. Because this is something that Kenyans will never forget. But we don't want a repeat of that. We don't want anything close to that. So as what Edwin Sifuna is insisting on is that the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, that is IBC, should just do their job. You win, well and good. You lose, accept it. Accept it. These cycles of politicians moving us in endless cycle, and thinking that they are owning this country. Nah. Kenya is bigger than anyone. Kenya is bigger than any politician. Kenya is bigger than any individual. Like they normally say in football, no individual is bigger than the club. No matter how good you are, if the club choose to do this and this, you accept it. And this is what we as Kenyans are saying also. Kenya is bigger than any individual. And that presidency seat is not meant for a particular person. It's not something to be owned by an individual. That is a public seat. That is something that anybody, as long as someone is voted in clean, anybody can occupy that seat. I, Sophia, can occupy that seat. You who is watching this can occupy that seat. It is not meant for specific people, so that someone thinks that if people voted him out, that he really need to do anything, whatever cost, to remain in power. Nah. Enough of this. And I like the fact that Kenyans are no longer following these politicians blindly. At least I am seeing that Kenyans are no longer the Kenyans that we so used to. This is a very different season. Kenyans are asking questions. Kenyans are raising concerns. Kenyans now understand what it means to have a good leadership, what it means to have a leader who respects the constitution, a leader who respects the rule of law. This is what Kenyans want. Look at our country right now. Billions of shillings. 11 billion shillings from SHA gone. 11 billion shillings. Talanta Stadium gone. You are stealing all these monies while Kenyans are suffering, while Kenyans are going through a lot of pains. Look what the education sector is like right now. You said that you are doing away with 844 so that you bring in the CBC or CBE, but you cannot even bring something, you cannot even maintain that. It is already proving that it is something that is not needed, to a point that parents feel like maybe we should go back to the old system. Any project that this government comes up with, the intention is not to do this project to improve the lives of Kenyans. The intention is to do this project to steal something out of it. I don't really understand how you take a loan from, let's say, World Bank or any other international institutions, then you still unachukua loan kuiba, unaomba loan uibe, knowing very well that these are money that will have to pay it back. It doesn't make sense to me at all. It doesn't. I personally believe that, this is what I believe in, that the life we are living as Kenyans, this is not the life we are supposed to live as Kenyans. I believe that the suffering we're going through as Kenyans is politically motivated. They are doing this deliberately so that we depend on them, so that whenever they come with bribes, we praise them, we clap for them, and forget about our problems. Nah, this time around, we are not forgetting about our problems. We are not forgetting about our problems. So politicians, we are telling you that if you joined politics to make money, time is up. If you joined politics to generate generational wealth, time is up. Kenyans know what they want. Kenyans right now know the kind of leaders that they want. Kenyans now understand the importance of having a system that works for us all. Politicians cannot turn us to be a begging nation. Nah. How many numbers of politicians do you have in this country? There are few. Few individuals cannot cannot control us and subject us to suffering and poverty. This should end. This should end. So I personally believe that a ballot revolution is going to happen in 2027. And as I said it in my earlier videos, is that Kenyans are going to set a good example as far as elections in Africa is concerned. After the 2027 elections, Africa is going to change on matters election and politics. Because Kenyans are going to speak out, and Kenyans are going to tell these politicians that we are not fools, we are not naive, we are clever, we know what we want. So I'm very, very optimistic because also the online conversations are giving me hopes that Kenyans have decided. I personally believe that the 2027 elections are already decided, especially the top seat. This is a done deal. It is already done. Kenyans know what they want. It is just a matter of time before they prove their point, before they raise their voices through ballot revolution. Allow me to end this video here for today, and thanks for watching. This is a Sophia Live.